Student, today we have to start our next point, linearly dependent set, which is of chapter 3rd, linear equation in linear algebra 2nd. See, first of all, its definition. The index set of vectors v1, v2 up to vp in R raised to n is said to be linearly dependent if there exists a weight c1, c2 up to cp not all 0 such that C1 V1 plus C2 V2 plus up to CP VP equal to 0. So what's its meaning is, when we have to given such a types of the set of vectors, see that vector set which contain the p vectors. So according to this one, we have to consider the p weights also. In some books we have to call it as a scalar also. So when that linear combination C1 V1 C2 V2 up to CP VP equal to 0, we consider it, we get one of the system, and if that system has a infinitely many solutions, then we have to say it is a linearly dependent. But on other way, we have to go through this definition also. We consider this equation, solve it, find out the weights of c1 c2 cp. If our not all the weights of that c1 c2 cp are 0, not all 0, then we have to say it is a linearly dependent. Otherwise we have to say it is a independent. So see the definition of independent also. The index set of vectors v1 v2 up to vp in R raised to n is said to be the linearly independent if the weights c1 c2 cp all 0 such that c1 v1 plus c2 v2 plus up to cp vp equal to 0. So when in our example, either we have to check the linearly dependent or independent, in both the cases we consider the same type of the starting. We consider that equation, solve it, check whether which types of the values we have to get the c1 c2 and cp. If our all values of the scalar become 0, then we have to set it as a independent, otherwise it is a dependent. There is also one of the different techniques, and which is nothing but a, so that technique we have to write down in our second definition also. The index set of vectors v1, v2, vp in R raised to n is said to be linearly independent if the vector equation c1, v1, c2, v2 up to cp, vp equal to 0 has a trivial solution. Means in shortly say that according to this one, we have to get one of the system, and if the system having a trivial solution, then we have to say the given set of vectors is linearly independent. So see here, we discuss one of the example here. Determine if the vectors are linearly independent. So here we have to given these three vectors. So first of all, in our solution we have to namely as a v1 is this set, v1 is this first vector, v2 is the second vector, and v3 is the third vector. So now we consider here. So we have to know that if we have to check whether either linearly independent or dependent, in both the cases we have to done that same starting. So here we have to write down becomes c1 v1 plus c2 v2 plus c3 v3 equal to 0. So we have to solve this equation means what? So that is to solve v1 v2 v3 augmented 0 matrix. So in our this matrix, this v1 v2 v3 we consider as a matrix also. So see here, this v1 v2 v3 augmented 0. So in some books we have to indicate this construction as our A matrix. So our A matrix is a coefficient matrix of our given system. Okay, so according to this one, we have to put here the first column, second column, third column, then 0 0 0, because this 0 which is nothing but a one of the number, but that 0 is a 0 matrix according to our given vectors say. So first of all we have to write down here, we reduce it in a row echelon form, because here we have to follow our second definition. We have to check whether which types of the solution exists there. So according to this one, we have to reduce this matrix in a row echelon form. So for that, we have to check whether first row is a non-zero or not. So first row is a non-zero, first entry is a non-zero, and its bottom entry is also 0. So we not go to here make as a leading one. We have to go further and discuss to accepting the first row, first column about the remaining submatrix. So this is our remaining submatrix. So by using this entry, we have to make either this 0, or maybe first of all maybe make it as a 1, and then by using this 1 we make it as a 0. So for that, for making that 2 as a 1, we second row divided by 2. So we write down here by 1 by 2 into R2. So first and third row we have to write down as it is, and second row is divided by 2. So 0 by 2 is a 0, 2 by 2 is a 1, 4 by 2 is a 2, 0 by 2 is a 0. Next one is that. So by using this second leading one entry, we have to make its bottom entry as a 0, and for that we use the row operation. So see here, we done the changes in a third row. So according to this one, we have to write down the row operation R3 plus. So why we have to write down the plus 6? Because this entry we have to make as a 0, and for that here is a minus 6. So we write down the plus 6, and by using this second row's leading one, so write down this R2. So R3 plus 6 R2. So again what we have to done, we write down the first and second row as it is in this manner, and then we have to follow this row operation over this 2 entry. So 6 into R2. So 6 into 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0. 6 into 1, 6, 6 minus 6, 0. 6 into 2, 12, 12 minus 8, 4. 6 into 0, 0, 0 plus 0, 0. Next one. So now see what we have to done here. We have to make this as a leading one, and its bottom entry is a 0. So now accepting the second row and second column, we discuss about this entry. So this is again the non-zero entry. So either we have to make it as a 1, or maybe keep as it is, because here we have to check only which types of the solution are exist here. So now I am do here, we make that 4th entry as a 1. So for that use the row operation 1 by 4 into R3. So we write down the again the first 2 row as it is, and we divide the whole row by 4. So 0 by 4 is a 0, again this 0 by 4 is a 0, 4 by 4 is a 1, 0 by 4 is a 0. Now next one is a what we have to know that this is a represent as a matrix, because this V1, V2, V3 we give as a matrix A. So for that we first of all write down the rank of A equal to, so rank of A equal to 3. Why we write down the 3? Because we know that the definition of rank, which is nothing but a number of non-zero row in our matrix A. So this is our matrix A. So number of non-zero row is 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3. So according to this one, the rank of A equal to 3. Next one, we write down the rank of A augmented 0. So this is whole represent as a augmented 0 matrix. So again, how many non-zero row? 1, 2, 3. So at that time, no need to consider this one. In some books we have to write down that augmented this matrix as a only dotted line we have to represent. Some books are never write down that line, and some books write down that corresponding line. Those are sort of our coefficient matrix, our coefficient matrix and constant column matrix. Okay, next one. So rank of A augmented 0 is also 3, because the 3 non-zero rows are occurs in a augmented 0. So we know that by our previous lecture we have to recall all these basic things. So rank of A equal to rank of A augmented 0. So system is consistent. If the system is consistent, so now there remains to check whether which types of the solution are exist. Is it a unique solution or infinitely many solutions? So for that we have to check whether the rank of A equal to rank of A augmented 0, which is 3. So write down here the 3 and check whether how many number of columns are here. So not consider that column in our this sentence, because we have to consider only the coefficient matrix column. So 1, 2, 3. So number of columns is also 3. So both are the same. Then this implies the system has a unique solution, and we know that the homogeneous system unique solution, which is nothing but a trivial solution. So that is, we have to write down the system has a trivial solution. And by our definition of linearly independent, we have to say that the given set of vector is a linearly independent. So now comes to our second example. So in our second example, we have to ask whether determine if the vectors are linearly independent or dependent, and we have to given these two sets. So we have to start here. Solution. So let v1 which is equal to, so we have to namely that vectors 1 minus 3 comma v2 which is equal to minus 3 9, and then we have to consider c1 v1 plus c2 v2 which is equal to 0. So we may consider this one, that is to solve v1 v2 augmented 0. So now is the next step. Therefore, so we have to consider here v1 v2 augmented 0 which is equal. So v1 is first column, so 1 minus 3 9, augmented this 0 means our 0 column matrix 0 0. So we have to comes to here, we have to reduce it as a row echelon form. So check whether the first row is a non-zero or not, first entry is a non-zero or not, or it is leading one or not. So it is a non-zero also, first row is a non-zero, first entry is also non-zero, and it is also leading one. So by using this leading one, we have to make its bottom entry as a 0, and for that they use the row operation by R2, because we have to done in our second row. So write down the R2. Here is a minus 3, so we write down the plus 3, and by using the first leading one entry, first row's leading one entry, so write down R1 which is equal to, first row we have to write down as it is, so 3 into R1 plus R2, so 3 into 1 3 minus 3 0, 3 into minus 3 minus 9 plus 9 0, 3 into 0 0 plus 0 0. So here when we have to execute in the first row first column, there the remaining entry is a 0, so no need to proceed further, and then we have to find out directly the rank of A and rank of A augmented B. Here we have to write down this is something for that v1 and v2 which is nothing but our matrix A also. So therefore we write down rank of A equal to, so see this is our matrix A and this whole is a augmented 0. So number of non-zero row is in A is only 1. So we write down this rank of A is 1. Then check whether what is the rank of A augmented B. So A augmented B's rank is also 1. So which is equal to rank of A augmented 0. So if both are the same, so we know that this implies the system is consistent. So we write down system is consistent. And if the system is consistent, so now there are to remain to check whether which types of the solution exist here. So now we have to write down, also we have to write down the rank of A equal to also we have to write down also rank of A, which is equal to rank of A augmented 0, which is equal to, so we check whether which types of the, so which is equal to number of column or not. So we have to already find out the rank is 1. So check whether is it equal to number of columns or not. So see here how many columns of matrix say 1 2. So which is equal to 2. So is it both are the same? No. So which is not same. So this implies system has infinitely many solution. Okay, infinitely many solution, that is, and we know that the in our homogeneous system, because here there are the 0, so this system is a homogeneous system, and in our homogeneous system has a infinitely many solution, that is, the system has non-trivial solution. And if the system has a non-trivial solution, therefore the given set of vectors is linearly dependent. Okay, so in this manner we have to sort out in these two example, if the system has a trivial solution in our homogeneous system, then linearly independent, and if system has a non-trivial solution, then we have to say the given set of vectors is a linearly dependent. Okay, so in this way we have to stop our this lecture. Thank you.